Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a little tutorial on this look right here. It's a little different for me. It's kind of like mermaid vibes, very springy. Wanted to use these shades. I've been really loving like purples, pinks, and greens, especially for this season. I just think it's really pretty, and I just want to kind of play with some makeup. I've been doing a lot of like new makeup videos, things like that, so it was nice to just kind of play with makeup that I've already used. I'm not really forming an opinion. I do have like one new thing, and I used the new MAC, I think it's new, cream to powder foundation. So I used that. That's really the only new thing. Everything else I have used before, and I just wanted to do something a little bit more fun and colorful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the look, and if you are interested in seeing how I did this, or you just want to hang out and do your makeup with me, then just keep watching. Alright, with my makeup today, I kind of just wanted to do something a little bit more like springy and fun. It's kind of cloudy today, but I have been having some nice weather days recently, and I just kind of wanted to do something nice and fun and kind of dewy and just like do a little makeup look. I haven't done like a tutorial in quite some time, so I wanted to play with some makeup, and yeah. So I think I'm going to start with my eyes today because I'm going to do something a little bit more like sparkly or like colorful. Don't know exactly, but I'm going to start with my eyes first. Alright, so I'm going to take my Urban Decay primer potion, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lids. Let me fix my mirror a little bit. I'm like curious, when you guys do your makeup just like by yourself and you're getting ready for work or whatever, do you use like a little mirror really close up, or do you use like a bigger mirror just like far away? Because when I film, I have this like little Conair mirror kind of like right here, and I just kind of do it from a little bit farther away. But I know some people like to have like the little handheld, and they like to keep it like pretty much right here. I just don't think that works for me. I like to see the overall big picture. Maybe that's why my makeup never comes out super precise, but that's okay. Alright, so I got my primer potion on, and I think I'm going to use two palettes, the ColourPop Fade into Hue palette and then the Makeup by Mario Metallics. I want to do something green. I know that for sure. I did a green look on Easter, and it turned out really, really pretty. So let's see. I think I still want it to be like pretty subtle though, so I'm going to take the color Bold Type, which is right here. It's like the matte emerald shade. And I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush, just barely, really tapping off the excess. And I'm just going to run that through my crease really lightly, almost like it's like pastel-y. I'm going to kind of wing it out on my crease as well. Alright, so that's where we're going to stay with that, and then I'm just going to take a clean brush, if I have one, and blend all of this out even more. Yeah, so just a clean brush, and really just smoke this out. I don't want it to be super harsh or anything like that. Alright, so I think that is to my liking. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade in this Mario palette. The shade right here, I believe it's Metallic 4, I think. So it's this like kind of greeny shade. And I'm going to take it on my finger. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to really lightly press it all over the lid and see what that does. I don't want this to be like too dark or anything, so I'm kind of going slow. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to take the shade that we applied through our crease, and I'm just going to tap that over the shimmer, and then we're going to try to apply the shimmer again. Maybe we're going to apply it a little bit more damp this time. So I don't want it to turn dark. I want it to be really bright green still. So I'm going to take my little blender and just softly go over that. And then I'm going to take that same shade from the Mario palette, really load it on my brush. I'm going to spray it. This is my only setting spray I have right here. I just sprayed my whole window, but that's okay. And I'm going to pack that on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's nicer. It's not as... It's still pretty dark though. I thought this was going to be a little bit lighter, but that's okay. So I'm just packing that shade all over the lid. And then we're going to go back in with the first brush we use. We're going to take Dyed Up from the ColourPop palette, which is the middle green shade. It's more of like a lime or like a kind of like a St. Patrick's green. And I'm going to just blend out the edges with that. Alright, so we're going to have to finish up the face, and then we're going to do a lower lash line. I think I might do a color for the lower lash line, like a different color, but we will see. For foundation, I'm going to go in with this. This is the new, I believe it's new, from MAC, Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation. So, it's just a compact, like, cream foundation. I have used this once, but I didn't really leave it on for that much. My mom has been using it as well because we both got it at the same time, and she said it broke her out. So, but I'm going to take this little Undone Beauty brush, and I'm just going to dip into the compact and apply. I already had moisturizer on, so I just decided not to do a primer today. So at the MAC store, the girl who sold this to me, she said that it's supposed to have like a satin finish. It's supposed to stay for at least 12 hours. And it's like a cream to powder, so it's just like dries down really nicely, doesn't stay sticky or thick. Like I said, I have tried it once, but I didn't really, I kind of just like put it on and went on with my day. I'm going to take my beauty blender and try applying it this way, just because I feel like I'm a little dry to just apply with a brush. Yeah, it is kind of looking dry. It is like a more of a satin finish, so I don't think that that is like the foundation's fault. It's probably more geared towards people with oilier skin, but I wanted to try it because not every day MAC comes out with a newer base product, and they usually have really good base products, so I wanted to try. Yeah, it's just looking a little dry, like between my eyebrows and like around my mouth. Those are usually the areas that give me away. But like I said, I have dry skin, so this might just not be geared towards me, and that's totally fine. Doesn't mean it's a bad foundation. It is giving really beautiful coverage, I think. I like cream foundations. I just like the texture of them. I like how they kind of feel. It's a little bit less, to me, it feels a little bit less makeup-y than a liquid one. But I'm going to try, so I'm going to, actually, we're going to do concealer, and then I'm going to try to make this a little bit less dry looking. I'm just going to take my Kosas, I believe this is like the creamy concealer. I'm going to kind of clean up the under eye area. And just pop this in the center so the color matches and everything. Right, now that we've got our concealer on, I am going to take my Milk Hydro Drip Set and Refresh Spray, and I'm going to apply this. Usually this helps like make me look a little bit more dewy, make my skin a little less dry, so I think maybe this will work with this foundation, hopefully. Alright, I applied a lot. If you have oily skin, I don't think you would like that spray unless you're really into like dewy, oily looking skin. Just because for me, for a dry skin girl, it's like a dream come true, but I can see like people with oilier skin thinking that that is terrible, so. Alright, already we're looking way better. I kind of just dabbed it in with my sponge, and we are looking a little bit more skin-like. Still very full coverage, which I love. Alright, so I'm going to kind of just let that spray dry down for a little bit, and then we're going to keep going with the face products. Alright, for contour, I'm going to be using my Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit, and I'm just going to draw it on. Alright, and I think I want to go quite like plummy pinky for the cheeks and the lips. So I am going to be taking my Too Faced Peach Bloom Color Blossoming Lip and Cheek Tint, and this is in Grape Pop Glow. And I'm just going to dab this up my cheekbones. I really love these. I think they're so fun, and they give a really beautiful like flush to the skin. And they're all kind of just like shades of like pinky glows. Like some of them, like I have the peachier one, this one's a little bit more purpley, so forth and so on and so forth. And I just think they're really nice. They blend out super easily. They kind of apply like a little serum. They're a little tacky upon first application, but I don't ever notice them really after I apply. So alright, let's finish up the eyes and then we'll move on to final touches. So for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to take a purple. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take this color right here called Selfie from this palette. And it's just like a matte lavender. It has a little bit of glitter in the matte formula. ColourPop does that sometimes, but I don't really think it applies super glittery. And I'm just going to take that all the way under my lower lash line. It's not going to be super dramatic. I don't want it to be. I want it to be like a little hint of lavender. Alright, got my lashes applied. I could not get them to sit correctly, so hopefully they looked okay. I'm going to do my inner corner highlight, and I'm going to take this shade right here from the Makeup by Mario palette. It's like this pinky champagne. And I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. I want it to be really, really bright. And then for highlight, I'm going to be taking my BlonderBeauty Samantha Ravndahl's brand Glow Lust, and I'm going to be taking a little bit of that. And just tapping that everywhere. I am going to go ahead and say I don't think that MAC foundation is really for me. If you have oilier skin, I think you might like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Kat Von D, the Good Apple foundation that's been going around. In a way where, I don't know if it would be good for oily skin, because I know the Kat Von D one, it says it's supposed to be for dry skin, but that didn't work for me. I'm going to take a little bit of this again. I don't have oily skin by any means, but I just feel like it separates a lot and it doesn't last. So, I don't know. Alright, for lips, I'm going to take that same Too Faced Peach Bloom and Grape Pop Glow, and I'm going to dab that all over. And yeah, that is the finished look. It kind of is all over the place. I don't usually do looks like this. It's kind of mermaidy, kind of cute. Hopefully it turned out okay on camera. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do my makeup and do something kind of bright and colorful for spring. I'm really excited to get into summer, honestly. I was really loving spring, but as it gets warmer, I'm excited for swimsuits and all that. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will be back with another video soon. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.